Imagine being trapped deep inside one of the most dangerous valleys in Afghanistan, surrounded by mountains, Taliban fighters, and the terrifying uncertainty of survival. That's precisely the nightmare British aid worker Linda Norgrove found herself living after being kidnapped by insurgents in September 2010. With her life hanging by a thread, the clock was ticking, forcing the U.S. military's elite SEAL Team 6 into a daring, high-stakes rescue mission. But even for the world's most lethal commandos, things can and did go horribly wrong. It all began on September 26, 2010, as Linda Norgrove and 3 Afghan colleagues traveled through the notoriously hostile Chalkay district of Afghanistan's eastern Kunar province. Linda, who was serving as a regional director for Development Alternatives Incorporated, an American contractor involved in vital humanitarian projects, was ambushed by Taliban fighters while driving in 2 ordinary unarmored Toyota Corollas along a treacherous road linking Jalalabad to Asadabad. It was a route previously stained with blood. Only 2 months prior, insurgents had ambushed a U.S. military convoy there, highlighting its immense danger. Despite wearing a burqa to hide her identity as a foreigner, Linda and her colleagues were quickly recognized and seized by local insurgents. Immediately, conflicting reports surfaced, suggesting Linda may have had connections to British intelligence agency MI6, allegations vigorously denied by her family. They emphasized Linda's passionate opposition to war, painting a starkly different picture, an aid worker devoted purely to helping Afghan communities. Her captors swiftly moved Linda into the rugged mountains, eventually holding her captive in the isolated and forbidding DEVGRU Valley. The U.S. military instantly sprang into action, initiating Operation Enterprise, a massive search and rescue effort led by Bravo Company 2/327 Infantry of the famed 101st Airborne Division. Afghan police, army, and elite commando units supported them, meticulously conducting house-to-house searches. Despite their efforts, the harsh terrain, narrow mountain paths, and remote location posed enormous logistical challenges, severely slowing the mission's progress. Negotiations, meanwhile, took place behind the scenes, though they were equally fraught with complexity. Taliban commander Mohammed Osman, operating out of Pakistan, quickly claimed responsibility, issuing chilling demands for the release of Afia Siddiqui, known internationally as Lady Al-Qaeda, who had recently been sentenced to 86 years in a U.S. prison. He boasted about having seized Linda in response to Siddiqui's sentencing, elevating fears for Linda's safety. However, other local Taliban factions disputed Osman's involvement entirely, suggesting Linda was in the hands of Jamaat al-Dawa al-Quran, a ruthless local Salafist group led by commanders Mullah Basir and Mullah Keftan. In a glimmer of hope, Linda's 3 Afghan colleagues were released on October 3rd, though she remained captive. British Prime Minister David Cameron expressed profound concern that Linda could soon be transferred to even more radical Taliban leaders, drastically escalating her risk of execution. Then, a terrifying turn. Intelligence surfaced, suggesting local Taliban-aligned elders demanded Linda's execution in retaliation for past grievances against foreign powers, grimly echoing the brutality of the Soviet invasion decades earlier. Faced with this immediate threat to her life, Cameron authorized an urgent military rescue, assigning the mission to the legendary U.S. Navy SEAL Team 6 DEVGRU, backed by the elite Army Rangers. In the early morning darkness of October 8th, 2 CH-47 Chinook helicopters stealthily approached the kidnappers' stronghold high on a wooded mountainside in the Korangal Valley. Approximately 20 Navy SEALs and 24 Rangers, equipped with night vision goggles, descended by rope directly into fierce Taliban gunfire. The insurgents, armed with AK-47s, rocket-propelled grenades, and suicide vests, unleashed a barrage of fire against the advancing rescue team. The SEALs fought through the hailstorm of bullets, while sniper support from overhead helicopters silenced insurgent guards, and an AC-130 Spectre gunship rained lethal fire on enemy combatants fleeing the scene. In the chaos, insurgents attempted to drag Linda out of her holding cell, possibly intending to use her as a human shield. Amid a desperate struggle, Linda managed to break free, but tragically, an explosion suddenly erupted near her location. Surveillance footage later revealed that a grenade detonated perilously close, severely injuring Linda. Rescue teams quickly extracted her from the battlefield, flying her to urgent medical treatment, but heartbreakingly, her injuries proved fatal. Initial official reports claimed Linda had been killed by a Taliban suicide vest. Yet within days, a devastating truth emerged. A tragic mistake had been made made during the firefight. Detailed scrutiny of combat footage and witness testimonies revealed that a Navy SEAL had inadvertently thrown the fatal grenade, mistakenly killing the very hostage they sought to save. This shocking revelation prompted immediate action by both British Prime Minister Cameron and U.S. President Barack Obama, who launched a comprehensive joint investigation into the catastrophic incident. Major General Joseph Votel, alongside British Brigadier Robert Nitsch, led the inquiry, meticulously reconstructing the mission. Their findings were clear and devastating. Linda's death was indeed caused by an American grenade. And further, the SEAL team involved had initially withheld crucial details about the incident, violating military protocols and triggering disciplinary actions against several involved personnel. Linda's body was returned to the United Kingdom on October 14th, where the nation mourned her tragic loss. Hundreds gathered at her funeral ceremony in the Western Isles of Scotland, commemorating her humanitarian legacy. The official coroner's investigation concluded Linda died from shrapnel wounds sustained during the grenade blast, officially confirming the tragic error made during the rescue mission. Yet, even amid official findings, lingering doubts haunted those involved. Linda's Afghan colleague Abdul Wadud later revealed the kidnappers explicitly assured Linda they did not intend to execute her. This revelation raised disturbing questions about whether the military intervention had been prematurely launched. Could diplomatic channels have achieved Linda's safe return without risking a dangerous nighttime assault? Had the rescue decision been rushed? Linda Norgrove's tragic fate encapsulates the harsh reality and complexities of hostage rescue operations in conflict zones. It dramatically highlights the thin line separating success from tragedy, heroism from heartbreaking failure. Behind the bravery of special operations lies immense responsibility, where split-second decisions can have irreversible, life-altering consequences. Linda's legacy persists beyond her tragic ending. She remains a symbol of compassion and courage, dedicated to improving lives under extreme conditions. Her story serves as a powerful cautionary tale for military and political leaders alike, a solemn reminder that behind every daring rescue mission lies a life, precious, irreplaceable, and deserving of every possible effort to preserve it. And so, we're left with an important question. Was the rescue mission the right decision under those harrowing circumstances, or should negotiators have been given more time to secure her freedom peacefully? Share your thoughts below, and after commenting, make sure you click on subscribe and like button.